Welcome to the Crawlcast. I'm your host, George Krawczak, and this is what happened at WWE King and Queen of the Ring 2024. The first match was Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair versus Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill retained. I think there was some nice tag team action between both teams, but the result was never really in question. It was a fine match. The next match is Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan for the WWE Women's World Championship. And there is a new WWE Women's World Champion, and that is Liv Morgan. The beginning was a little bit odd because there was a lot of like shoving, and it just looked a bit out of place. And also, I think it took about halfway through the match before there was an actual move that wasn't just a punch or a kick. And I don't know if it was the heat or something, but the match just started off very slow. But towards the end, it was pretty decent. They had a lot of good counters, and then Dominic Mysterio came out at the end to help Becky Lynch win because Liv Morgan injured Rhea Ripley. He distracted the ref and gave Becky Lynch a chair, but Liv Morgan used the chair instead and won. Overall, I think the beginning wasn't very great, but the ending was pretty good. I think it was just an okay match. The next match is Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable versus Bronson Reed for the Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn retains. There's been there's a lot of really great moves at the beginning of this match. I really liked when Bronson Reed hit a Uranagi on Chad Gable on top of Sami Zayn while also hitting a mini like scorpion death drop to Sami Zayn at the same time. Bronson Reed also had a really good dive to the outside. But I thought it was funny when Chad Gable had Sami Zayn in the ankle lock and Bronson Reed was just sitting in the corner watching them. Like, I get it, he was waiting to do the double ankle lock spot, but I just found it funny. Like, what if Sami Zayn tapped out and Bronson Reed was just sitting there watching them instead of breaking it up? There was a great double German suplex spot, and the key moment of this match is Otis accidentally hit Chad Gable, costing him the match. The interesting thing about that is that this is not specifically Otis turning on Chad Gable because it was an accident. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good match. The next match is Nia Jax versus Lyra Valkyria. Nia Jax is your queen of the ring. Overall, I thought it was an excellent match. They told the story of Nia Jax being the giant and Lyra Valkyria trying to somehow slay this giant. It's a really basic story, but this is one of the best matches I've seen work with that story. I really like the spot where Nia Jax is going for the Annihilator on the apron, but I thought the ending was really brilliant when when Nia hit the Annihilator on Lyra Valkyria while she was going for a sunset flip. I thought there was a lot of great counters, and I thought they told a really good story, and I really thought this was an excellent match. I do wish they kind of kept it like the old King and Queen, or, well, old King of the Ring, where they had the throne and the scepter, but she just got a crown. And also, I'm sure it was an emotional moment for Nia Jax accomplishing this, but I kind of wish Nia Jax didn't cry during it and kind of get so emotional. Like, the way I wish she looked more angry and kind of, you know, mean from her match, because if you look at her promo afterwards, it was a fine promo, but her face and body language do not match her words at all. The next match is Gunther versus Randy Orton, and your king of the ring is Gunther. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good match. I really liked the in-ring psychology by Gunther, targeting, Randy Orton's back and knee at various points through the match. I do think the hype for this match was a little bit too much to live up to, but overall, it was a pretty solid match. And I actually liked the ending. I think it kind of looked like Gunther had to kind of survive this match as opposed to being dominant. The one thing I would change is that it looked like Randy Orton's shoulder was not down during the roll up, and so it could potentially come into question the validity of this win. But who knows if they'll just ignore it or create a story out of it. And I just like how Gunther makes his matches more realistic, like how you would think a wrestler would wrestle a match. And also I love it when he beats the crap out of people, and I definitely think he should win the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. But if he beats Damian Priest for it, I think it should be kind of a clean, dominant victory. And if he beats Drew McIntyre for it, I think it should be kind of a more compelling, great match with CM Punk not getting involved. Your main event of the evening is Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul for the WWE Championship. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good match. They had a lot of great moves and counters. The Cody Cutter on the table was great. I don't think Cody Rhodes can just say, I don't want a count out win, which is a bit weird. Like, I think it would have been better if he would just kind of just went in and went out and broke the count. I get they're trying to make him look honorable, but to me, it just looks a little bit weird. And also, I thought the camera work when Logan Paul was on the top rope to do his frog splash to the table was absolutely amazing. That shot was great. And here's the thing that I think a lot of people need to understand is that Logan Paul is actually a really great wrestler. The reason people hate him is kind of the feeling like he did not earn his place. Like, he didn't work the indies, and his first match ever was at WrestleMania. So this was a great match, but what kind of hinders the match is that the result was never in doubt, and I don't think anybody believed that Logan Paul had a shot at winning the WWE Championship. So that is what happened at King and Queen of the Ring 2024. Overall, it was a pretty decent event, and if you like this kind of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button like it owes you money. I'll see you next time.